live completely.
Waiting for YouTube to pick it up.
Soon.
Yeah.
I can see the label that we're live, but I think we're live. Here we go. Yep.
Awesome. How do we change the title?
That I don't know.
It's not that important. Let me refresh it one more time.
Things Web in the CLI, yeah.
Let me just see if I can change the title real quick. If not, then it is what it is. How did it pick up the title from last time?
I don't know. Yeah, so if someone is watching this is the second live that we're doing. So, just getting to know the toolings that we're using, right?
Yep.
We can also stop it, remove it, and do it again.
And try again. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
mean, it's still in the CLI. It's not wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not. You'll probably be able to rename it afterwards anyway.
Maybe, yeah. I wish there was just like an easy button that I could find. Oh, I mean, here it says something. Can we just say all things web MCP server? I mean, I can probably just do it on YouTube, huh?
So far, I didn't update on YouTube.
What about now?
Yep. Yep, all good on YouTube.
Nice. Okay. So let me share the link to that in our Discord. And then we can get started. You're building an MCP server for all things. All right.
All right. Let's do this. What are we doing? What are we doing today?
I guess we spoiled it by by changing the title. But last time we built in CLI for all things web. Just very silly. We can demo it in a second. And today we want to extend it and make the CLI also work as an MCP server.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the coding today, and
Yeah,
you will
right.
tell me what to
It's not
do.
always me, right? We have to alternate at least.
Yeah,
Your turn. Your turn.
you have to
I'll be
round
the one
robin.
asking question. So then my first question is, so we're gonna turn the CLI as an MCP server, but we can still use the CLI in the command line, right? Just to do the /register like we were doing before. But on top of that, then we're gonna add a new command that we can set up in Cursor or somewhere else, right?
Yes. So we can actually demo the CLI real quick. So I have it already installed as all things web, right? As an executable. It's a bun executable. So you can just run it. And you made it really fancy and nice since the last live stream.
Oh yeah, true.
And yeah, so far we have one command, which is register for an event. So if I do all things web, register. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. We have some issue with zero sync sometimes, right? So by
yeah,
so with Andre, we're trying different things. So we are not
yeah,
fetching this the usual way, right? The data are
yeah,
fetched using zero sync,
yes,
and this is actually, yeah. I mean, sometimes we have to control C and do it again. See, so
yes. We're still
and
trying to figure out zero sync, playing around with like different sync engines.
yeah,
But it does work. It's just a little buggy fetching the speaker sometimes. But yeah, you can see we were able to find all the active events that are on All Things Web, and then you can put in your email address, and it should tell me now that I'm already registered, probably already registered. So yeah, this is all good. It works.
we can
Uh,
run it through Bun, I guess, right? Because anyone can clone this, right?
repo.
And you can
Yeah, you can just
definitely do
do
pull request. Please, that would be awesome. Just you go there, you click clone, you Bun install, and then Bun SRC
just
index, I guess,
bun run
right?
source
Yeah,
index. Yeah,
boom.
yeah. Cool. So we have the CLI. It's part of our mono repo, right? Like
Hmm.
a little experiments here. And we have a source folder and we have an index file, right? Oops, we can close the terminal now. Is this
Then
big
you,
enough?
yeah, yeah,
Looks
yeah, it is.
looks big enough, yeah.
Yeah,
Just make sure it looks good in the stream. I'm just checking YouTube real quick to see that. Yeah, it looks good there. Okay, sweet. So we're using Commander to orchestrate in the CLI, right? Like
yeah,
that tool makes sure what are our commands and what happens when a command is executed. And we
yeah.
have what commands do we have? If I scroll down here
So
for
far,
each
I mean,
command,
we saw it. If you do slash dash dash help in the CLI itself, yeah, we see
yeah,
that we only have a register so far, right? Yeah,
right. I just want to like orient myself a little bit.
yeah,
So we have a list of commands here. This is where we register them all in the commands folder, and there's just one in their register.
yeah.
So what we probably want to do now is add one more command, um, MCP or whatever we want to call it.
MCP
Um,
serve or serve
yeah,
MCP, something like that, right?
yes, and that just exposes an MCP server
Yeah,
through that command.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Um, so I will just create a new file here. Do you want to call it MCP?
yeah. MCP sounds great.
And the register command we already have, right? Like the fun thing we did is we actually using React in the CLI to
Yeah,
render the components we just saw. But for MCP, we're not gonna do this, right?
no, no, we don't want
Um,
to, right?
yeah. But we're going to use some tools, right? Like if or like some helper libraries, right? What is it called?
It's
Uh,
a model context protocol. So we're gonna
mo-
need that definitely.
it's like this, right? Model
Yeah,
context
I think that.
protocol slash.
Yeah,
Do you know what the package is called?
yep. Let me check on the side. Slash TypeScript SDK. Oh no, just slash SDK actually, just slash SDK.
Okay, okay, okay. I was just about to joke like they tried to make it the longest name ever.
Yeah, no, no, was me. So this is the library that's gonna
For,
help us do what?
yeah, so this is the like MCP stands for Model Context Protocol by Anthropic, and it's open source, and they have an SDK for creating MCP servers that can be used by MCP clients, which are LLM applications, right? Like Cursor, Claude Desktop are LLM agents or applications, and they can connect with different MCP servers.
Hmm.
And the SDK helps us to create a server that via the, I think there's two modes right now, right? Like server sent events and standard IO.
Yep.
Um, and we're just going to do standard IO, which means the LM agent application communicates to the MCP server that we're building via the standard IO.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
the TD in. Okay, awesome.
Standard in, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
nice.
Okay, so if you just check it out, I've built like one.
Maybe maybe we can start by do a console.log and see and wiring the to do the wire of the command in the CLI.
What is it saying? Wait, I am in.
Oh, where did you do the Ben add? Where are you?
Should I open the?
Are you in the model repo
Um,
or are you? No, no, you're good. You're good.
yeah, I did it correctly. It's just
Yeah,
the.
just the import is slash SDK slash server slash MCP. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh, okay. I see. There's like more
yeah,
stuff there.
slash server slash
Ah,
MCP slash .js slash server
slash
slash MCP.js. Yeah.
slash server.
MCP slash here MCP. No, no, you slash server slash MCP.js. Yep, you got it.
Oh my God, why is this so long?
Yeah,
Okay. And then let's see what they have here. So they have an MCP server. That's what we
yep,
want to create.
that's
And
it.
then they have, there was one more thing we needed, right?
Yeah, but it's another import. It's the same stdio server transport.
Oh, it's a different import? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna create an MCP
I'm just
server
on.
for,
So by the way, I don't know that by heart. I'm just on the documentation, just for the for the sake. So this is teamwork here. So yeah, you need the stdio transport from the same, almost the same SDK server and stdio.js. Yep. Yep.
okay. Yeah. I'm too lazy to look at the docs. I much rather have you do it.
For sure.
Wait,
No,
so
that's
this
totally
doesn't,
fine.
it's transport, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And if we want to make it fancy with the ZOD schema for validation,
Yeah.
so maybe before to build it, what's your game here? Right? What are you going to do now? So what's the point? What do we want? So we want this to be an MCP server, but
Why?
what does
Yeah.
that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah. So we have already a register command, right? And we already fetch all the events that are available um, in our CLI as well, right? Like just to provide that, like to for the select, we have already that, right? So it would be really easy for us to expose two functions um, in the M or like two tools for the LLM to use, which is, hey, these are all the available events, and then the other one is register for one of the events,
One.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that should be easy enough. One issue or like one thing we have to check out is that currently we use zero sync in React.
Yeah.
Since we don't have React here, we have to use zero without React. So we have to
Yeah.
do how to check out how that
Yeah.
works, right?
Yeah.
That's the only
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so I think that's what we do. So like an MCP server is nothing. It's just like you generate like a server, and then you tell what tools are available. Each tool has a function that is executed when the tool is called, and it has a description.
Okay.
Um, and then a tool can also have parameters, right? And that's what you already mentioned with the sort schema.
Hmm.
Let's see if we have sort already installed. We
I
do
think it's
not.
coming.
So let's do that really quick as
Yeah.
well.
Install it, or I think it's
Blah, blah,
coming.
blah.
It's coming with the MCP server, but
Ah, let's
well,
just install it. Yeah.
yeah. If we use it, we
Okay.
install it, right? Yeah.
So an MCP server apparently requires some
Name at
information.
least. Yeah.
It needs a name. So that's all things web. Uh,
And version.
let's just call it like meetup events, just to provide a little bit more context. And then version. Uh, do we have a version string somewhere already?
Yeah,
Like
that you can
I
import
remember.
it actually from. Look at the in the index. I think we are using the version. Look at the index file. Or I can. If you go to the index file,
Package.json.
yeah, you import the package.json, and then you can do package.json.version. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do that also.
Sorry, you were breaking up for a second. Does that
Uh,
sound good?
Definitely, yeah.
Connection. Connection.
And then I think it's connect. Yeah.
Jesus. Connect. Yeah.
So this is
Okay.
basically what
So
we have in the
we have
documentation.
we have an MCP server. We have to do this.
And I'm breaking out. I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but you're frozen now.
Sorry.
Okay. You
I don't
and what?
really understand you
Okay,
right now,
okay. Do
Sebastian. I'm
that. Okay.
sorry. The
Event.
connection is really bad.
I think the second argument should be the Z schema.
What? It needs a name, a description, and then parameters.
Okay, okay.
Oh, wait.
I think it's different
App
override, right?
event.
You can do different things.
Parameters can be empty. I'm just wondering why my function is still, well, that TypeScript error is gnarly. What's the issue here?
It's probably because you didn't
If I
return
do
anything
this,
yet. No, it's because
no.
you didn't return anything
Oh,
yet.
I think because we have to remove. Do you have to return something?
Yeah, it's supposed to return an array of
Still red.
content, right?
Oh, an array. Okay, let me check the docs. What
It's
do we have to
content.
return? I
Content.
think we don't
You
have to
need to
actually return
return
something. We
content.
can return something.
Yeah, it's content. Content and content. It's an array of different things. So here it's just an object with the key content. Yeah, not an array, just an object. Yeah, sorry. So it's just an object, not yeah, but it's not an array, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
sorry.
you have a key. You need a key content.
Uh,
You need a key inside this object that is named content. So line 12, you can add one more level in the object with the
sorry.
key. Yeah.
Let me check the docs.
Okay, go for it. I think it's a full. It's not this
Jesus, why is this
because you need it's an object with the key content, right?
type and
And
content?
content itself, it's an
Are you
array.
sure it's not an array?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. I'm in front of the doc here. So you return an object with a unique key content.
Let me check the docs. Sorry, you're still breaking up for me. Like I have a really hard time hearing what you say, Sebastian. I'm sorry.
Ah, so this is me,
It
right?
may be on my end, but I don't really understand you right now.
Shoot.
So I'm just gonna check the docs real quick. It could be that my internet is suffering. So here we have a tool. It's async. We have the input, and then we return. Oh, I see what you meant. Okay, let me just copy this. Okay,
I get it.
and
This
then
is
we can
my
return this
fraction.
here.
That's okay.
Does this look better?
It is. Yeah. We don't have AB, but
So that looks good, huh?
yep.
All right. So no more errors.
No, I
So
think we need to await the connect.
sorry, Simon. I hope the internet gets better in a second.
Yeah, I think you need to await.
Hmm. Yeah,
Exactly.
because right now the server has to.
To wait.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good point. So right now, MCP servers are stateful. So once it's connected, it's like an ongoing connection, right? Like it's not like a command is fired, the CLI does something, the CLI ends. As long as the agent is working, it has to be connected to the tool. So this is a long-running connection here that stays on, right? That's the reason here.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of a cool use case for zero sync, because maybe we can actually make it so that every time something changes in the backend, right, like our state updates, which is cool.
Yeah. So, and I do think you
Okay,
need to wrap
so
that.
we have a register function. Right now, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, and you need to wrap it to return a command, right? Because this is how we're going to inject this into the CLI. So here you probably need to wrap that into something called export const create MCP serve command.
Well, give me 1 second.
I'm gonna check on YouTube if it's me breaking out or if it's you.
Out.
What's going on? Um, Okay, that's just me. Nice. So we're gonna wait for Andre. Yeah, I think it might just be Andre. Let's see. Um, so let's wait for 2 minutes. What we're gonna do next is so far what Andre did is just created the MCP server, like copy pasting from the doc, and now we have to inject it into the CLI, right? So we need to tell the CLI that, oh, there is one more command, which is, I don't know how we're going to call it. We can just say MCP serve. Then we're going to inject it into the program that we have. It's called program. I can share my screen if Andre is not coming back. Let's wait. I feel alone. Okay, you know what? I'm going to share my screen. Waiting for Andre. Let's do this. So I guess you see my screen now. So this is what we're going to do. So of course, I don't have Andre's code in here. But what's going to happen is we need to wrap what Andre did into a function like that, so we can actually inject it into the list of commands that are available. And once we have that, we can just run the CLI and the MCP server would be running. Of course, so far, we didn't do much. So if I continue to show you what we've done, here we go.
Hello.
You're
Test,
back.
test. Oh my God, my internet is killing me. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I was gonna say what we are going to do now. I was sharing my screen, and I will stop sharing in a minute. So what needs to be done now? It's you need to wrap the function you've done into this, right? So we can inject it into the CLI. But I'm gonna stop doing it, and you do it.
Well, yeah, maybe you have to actually do it in a second. If let's see if maybe the screen recording is too
Okay.
much. Let's see. Let's see.
Let's see. Okay.
Share screen. Let's try this again. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. I had to ask my wife to stop watching her live stream. Let's see if it's better now. That's so sad. Okay, so
we're all good, but this is just a script here, right? We have to make it a function so we can inject that command into the system, the CLI that we have so far, right?
yes. So this is a standalone MCP server. Technically, we could already connect it with Cursor right now, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to try real quick?
But but how are you going to call that function? You're going to call
Yeah,
that directly? Yeah, we're going to do that.
I think it should work, right? Like if I copy the path, go to
Yeah, if
MC,
you do burn SRC directly, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
add a new MCP server, and then it's all things web events. Just be very like descriptive, and then sometimes cursor is more annoying than helping here. Command, and then we should be able to do just run this, right? And
Yeah,
we don't need
and
any.
standalone TypeScript. Yeah, would work. I guess it would
Yeah,
work.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see if you say like new chat here. Is there a way to verify if an MCP server has been registered?
that I cannot tell you. What I can tell you though, that there is a very good things called MCP inspector that we can install, see how your MCP server is actually
Oh,
behaving.
here.
But
See,
yeah,
enabled. So it looks good. But
you have
yes, you're
one
right. We
rule,
can do the inspector in a second.
register. Yeah, yeah. We'll do the inspector at the end, I guess, when
Um,
everything is working.
can you please sign me up for the next
All things
All
web.
Things Web
Yeah,
event? And just see, it should just ask for the tools call, right? And then just say you're registered.
calling register. Perfect. Great.
Awesome. Okay.
But
Awesome.
here, let's pause a minute, come back to the code. For people who've never tried to do this is pretty insane, right?
Here,
Already,
yeah.
because it was like, what, 3 line of code? My question to you, Andre, because you are the pro, right, is how how the LLM did to select this tool? Because you didn't select the tool, right? The LLM
No.
did select the tool. How?
Yeah. I mean, that's the magic, right? Like that's the uh Eric would call it probabilistic
Yeah.
reasoning or whatever he said earlier. Uh, right? We just said register all things web is like what this tool does. And that was basically the same like language I used
Yeah.
in my command, right? And the LLM is smart enough to look, these are my tools available. I guess I want to use this one here because the language matches, right? Like it's the same intent. And then
Yeah.
it asks me to call it.
And that's the magic. That's where it's so great because, I mean,
Yeah.
we can do so much. We
Yep.
and we don't have to do the selection ourselves, right? The LLM is going to do it for us, which is
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I told you earlier, right? Like old school, like voice apps have been around for a very long time. Like when I was at Mercedes, we built a Google Assistant integration for our car, and we it was voice commands, right? Like you could say like, "Hey Alexa, turn on my car," right? And it would understand that you want to talk to the Mercedes integration and turn on the car. But like we had to like provide so many different example texts the user could say, right? And the matching was so bad. And today it's like it's so magical, right? Like you do one description, register to an all things web event, and that's enough. Like you don't have to say register to an event at NSF, register to an event in San Francisco, register to an event in San Francisco in the Bay Area, right? Like we had to
yeah, yeah,
provide
yeah.
all these variants.
And
So
and
yeah,
and
it's pretty
and
cool.
that's a good point, right? What if you want as a MCP server developer to tell the LLM, okay, if you ever find out that this tool is great, maybe you need some inputs, right? Maybe we should ask the user,
Yeah.
okay, which event do you want to
Yes.
register? How would you do that?
Yeah, so that's the next thing, right? Like it's this like parameter
Yeah,
field here. So it has name, description, param schema, and we left it empty right now.
yeah,
So you already said we have a register function. Um,
yeah. But maybe
uh,
what we can do before to go on, it's to
yeah.
making sure that it's working within the CLI.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So just go
So
to the register function, to the
in
register
index, no,
file.
no, no. Yeah, yeah, here.
Yeah. Ju-
Index.
Yeah, exactly. But you need to create that function first. So I will copy paste this function signature and put it on the new one. If you go back, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm,
Just this line. Just get this line and the command description and everything. You're gonna
yeah.
need all that stuff. So copy paste all. Yeah. We're gonna remove the import later. Okay, you can copy paste it.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. So here we just have an MCP server. Now we wrap it as a command of our CLI. Let's just do it at the bottom and then we move everything in.
Yep. So new
So we don't have
dependency. Yeah, yeah.
dependencies, right?
And that I might remove it, right, for the sake of the because
Yeah.
now we have the CLI is talking to you if you want to, but yeah, that
This
was
is a
just
command from commander.
yep. So
I
this is
assume
from
so.
Commander, yes. It's still underlined because you know you should not import the type, but the object as
Oh
well.
yeah,
You need
I
to
see, I see, I
remove
see, I
it.
see.
Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
exactly. Perfect. Then description here, it's the description for the user. So its command is probably MCP serve, right?
Yep, I
Then
like that.
description is like start the MCP server, I guess. So this is not for the LLM, right? This is for the
Yeah,
user of the CLI, so they know that they can
Yeah.
start the MCP server, right?
Go like this. And then the action we can
Yeah,
clean
remove all here.
up.
That's going to be important, yeah, to remove all, I guess, because we want the LLM to discuss directly with, as we mentioned, std.io, right? So we don't
Yes.
want any weird stuff.
We can probably move everything in there technically,
Yeah, we'll
right?
move everything in it. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's better, even.
So on action, we initialize a new MCP server, which is nice, right? So
Yeah.
technically, you can have like 3 different LLMs use our CLI at the same time, and every time an action like this command is called, right, it initializes its own standalone MCP server. So it's probably
Yeah.
that probably works out well.
We can have parameters to the command. So yeah.
Cool. So this should already be sufficient
And I would
here.
rename line 7, create MCP serve command, just for the sake of line
This one here?
6. Line 6, rename the function.
Oh
It's
yeah, sorry. Yeah, create MCP serve command.
Yep.
Cool. And then we can use this
And
over
then you
here.
inject it. Yeah, that's it. Boom.
Awesome.
Then magically, if you go back to your shell, we should see something already.
Oh yeah, that was enough. That's crazy. Okay, so we want to have a new terminal, and now we go into the folder, the barn run source index, and there's an MCP serve command.
Yep.
So if I do that now, barn, I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, that's important, right? Should hang out, right? You should have. Oh, it's not waiting. It should wait.
It should keep it open, right?
Yeah.
What did we do wrong? It's an async function.
Scroll.
And we do an await. That looks good.
That looks good indeed.
Let's look in registered. Maybe I removed something. Wait until next or something.
No. Yeah, no, that was for.
Oh, that was for React.
Yeah.
Return command.
We did that, right? Did we?
Do we do that? Yep. We do that. Okay.
I think. What? Did you try? So by the way, can you try from the terminal? Because I think, did you try to? Yeah, but the file is not a standalone file anymore. I remember something about this.
We initialize the server, register a tool, set up the standard IO, and then we say MCP connect. And now wait. And that should, you know what could be?
I think I may know what's going on. Can you come back to the full index of the CLI? Yeah, we can keep that for later. Scroll to the bottom at the very end. Yeah, and remove this. Remove the process.exit.
This one here?
Yeah, comment it out. Yeah, well, we can play with that later.
Try again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can explain later. I mean, let's forget about that right now, unless you really want to play with it. The thing is, I think, and I struggled with that also before when I did another test. It's because the standard IO server does something async behind the scene, as there is no way for there is no wait. So actually, the burn process is actually awaiting, but because in our own code we do process.exit, then it was killing the script.
Okay.
So the trick will be we can probably wrap the server that connect into a promise and wait for that promise. But we can do that later if we still have time. I think it's totally fine to do it now.
I see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think honestly, just removing process.end, like even if you reach the end of this file,
you still await.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
I think it's
okay. So if you go back to cursor, right? Like technically now we could already change this.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's try that. So it's still bun run. It's still the same workspace. But instead of calling the command directly, we can just say index.ts, right?
A space MCP serve. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. And for people who want to use it later, they will have just to do a WT CLI serve, right?
Let's see. Index.ts MCP serve. Let me just run this myself.
Try it on the side, yeah.
Okay, that looks good.
Yeah.
Client
I don't know
close.
about you, but I tried with Claude and
Oh,
and the
I think
parameter.
this is an yeah.
Exactly. I was gonna say the parameter are supposed usually those are an array. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So now it's working again. I'm pretty sure we can do a new chat. Register to all things web. Okay, still works. Really cool.
So
Awesome.
this is that. Yeah, that was just grabbing the CLI.
Yes.
And now, what else should we do now? So now maybe I don't know. Maybe we can play with the MCP inspector. What do you
Okay.
think?
I mean, since we have such an easy way to debug it right now, let's just try to fetch events.
Because
And
you
then
think it's easy
if we
to
run into
debug
an
with
issue, we can use the
inspector?
inspector. One more time?
Okay, 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 okay. I think it's even easier with the inspector because
Okay.
you don't even have to install it with this cursor. Actually, that's the way
Okay.
to.
Let's
But
try it.
yeah,
So you told me about that today. I didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh God,
So it's
sorry.
just an npx command. You'll see. I think
So
I sent it to you.
yeah, and then I can just say bun
So yeah,
source.
no,
Oh,
yeah. I think
just go
that's
in here real quick, and then mpx no, and then just the command that we want to execute.
yes. I guess so. I don't remember. But if it's not working, let's move on to something else. But I think it's so this tool is going to expose an HTTP interface, a web interface, where you can actually interact with your MCP server. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay. Well, I see it, but it's not sharing. So
Ah,
let me switch the sharing. I just have.
and
I can
what
also move
about
the river side over here and share my whole screen. That totally works as well. So you're on the other screen now. Can remove this. Move the inspector over here. Okay. Okay. And then share screen, window, entire screen. Just quickly. Actually, let me just share Windows because otherwise I think it's too big.
yeah, we can
Okay.
yeah, boom. And if you click on connect, the question is it gonna work?
So I click connect here.
Ah, so we are missing the argument. We are missing the argument. See, the output is the help. That's the help of the CLI. So go back to the shell, and I think you missed the argument, the MCP serve.
Can we do it here in the web UI?
Oh, maybe. Here we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. List tools.
Boom.
Register.
See?
Oh, this is so cool. Yeah.
And then you can click and call it from here. So that's even yeah, exactly, right?
Oh,
Boom.
nice.
So
That's awesome.
then
Yeah.
for coding the MCP server itself, I mean, it's even better. And once
Oh,
we
yeah.
are happy with this, then we try in Claude or in
Cursor.
Cursor. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, no, this is great. Like, this is perfect for debugging, right? Like, you can check the transport type. We already said, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's standard IO,
Yeah. Yeah.
but there's other servers and events. So if you were creating a servers and events server right now, we could test that as well. You can quickly change out the environment stuff. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, cool. So let me share the code again. And then let's continue.
Yep.
So this one here, I probably
We have
just
it
want to
running,
have it small
and
here.
now we need the LLM to somehow ask for the event, right?
Yes. So first of all, we need I
another
think you need
tool.
two different things. So to register, right, we do actually need a parameter,
Yeah.
and that's probably the event slug or event ID, whatever we said it
Hmm.
is.
Yeah.
Um, let's check that real quick. In commands, the register command,
Yeah.
we have the register journey,
Yeah.
and in here we query the events. We can copy paste this code in a second.
Yep.
And then I want to see,
Then it's probably we have an action somewhere.
yes, on select.
Select. Not yet.
Is this the,
The bot select event. Scroll. Let's continue to scroll.
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, right. We have to select, put in the email on submit here,
Yeah.
register action. So
Yeah.
this one we have to copy. And for the register action, you need to provide your email and
No,
an
we're gonna
event
be able to
ID.
call it from here. That's the beauty, right? So we
Yes,
have
we
the
can.
same
Yeah.
action used by the MCP server and the CLI. Yeah.
Yep. 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 So if you go back to our command, we have two parameters. The first one is the event ID, and
Yeah.
we can use sort now, right? So we can
Yeah.
say this is a,
Yeah.
and then email.
Yeah.
Look at cursor already knowing
Yeah.
exactly
Perfect. And
what to
I'm
do.
pretty sure you can do. I know I don't remember. I think you can do dot email. No, no. Maybe with those you can do dot string dot email. I think it's dot string dot email, but I'm not sure. I remember for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. So we can even do the validation here, make sure it's actually
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
valid email that you're providing.
Yeah.
Um, then we have both passed, like, that's a nice thing about sort, right? Like, this is type safe now, so we know
Yep.
event and email are strings.
Yep.
And then we can call the register action, that is already called here as well. That wants the email and event ID, so it looks good. And then whatever the result is, we can probably set a string.
Yeah. I think it's success, yes or no, something like that.
It's promise any.
Ah,
So
because it's the return from the server right away. Well, yeah.
yeah, return await response.json.
I think
So
it's you
we
have a
don't know what it
success.
is.
I think it's a Boolean success, yes or no. And you can see that from the registered journey.
Yeah.
I remember it's just success, yes or no.
Yeah, we could make this more type safe, that function, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we can do it right later.
Here results.
Yeah, that's a result. You have dot success, yeah, dot success, and it's a Boolean.
Yeah.
So that's pretty simple.
And then there's a results.error. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So let's move back to our MCP function, and we can just do the same. But instead of, so the tbot thing was the voice, right?
Mhm.
In the CLI, if you use the CLI, use the register command, it will actually start talking to you with the Jarvis
I
tbot.
call it Jarvis, but it's just the say command
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your OS, right? So that was just fancy.
So if true,
And now it's
then
different kind of return. So this is
let's
return command.
text.
Yeah.
If success equals false, why is it twice here?
Because you copy paste. It's not
Uh,
it's
registered or otherwise, or no, something went wrong, and then the
yeah,
arrow.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
that looks good.
Perfect. Yeah.
And we could technically have like a try catch around this and yada, but like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, so this is our action if you want to register, but the MCP, like the LLM right now, would not know what the event ID is, right?
Exactly.
So we need
It will
another.
probably ask something here, like give me the. If you use it now, probably the system will ask you, okay, but give me the event ID. And now this is something I've never done, right? Is it going to be able to remember the event ID from the result from the previous tool? That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is so good at these things. And in the like that's why as a developer you would say like this is risky, right? Like this is
Uh-huh.
where we have to trust the LLM to understand what is the ID from the previous like chat conversation, take it and pass it as a string to the new function. But like it works so well now. Like it's let's see. We will see. We will
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's why this is so exciting, right? Like there's like from tool call to tool call that it's able to understand these are the your
Yeah,
inputs and it's
yeah.
just it's magical. um okay, get events action, that's kind of what we have to figure out now is how we do this, right? So like what we can do is if we go into the inspector, we see we have actions, we have register, but we don't actually have anything to get the events right now.
We have it, but it's wrapped into a React context provider.
Yes,
So
it's here, right?
yeah. So the question is, can we actually do a query to zero sync?
Yes, yes, yes. So if you check out the zero sync docs, they have obviously a React package. That's what we're using right now, right? Like if you look here, zero React, but that's not the only thing they have, right? Like the same query that we're doing here, we can do without React. Let me
Perfect.
just copy
Right.
all of this. Move it over here. Was the gnarliest way to copy it, but okay. So we have our tool.
But here you did from React, so it's probably something else, right?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna check the docs in a second. But yeah, it's not gonna be this. So if we go to zero sync docs, let me share this as well. Sharing window.
When you do that, there are things for people who doesn't know, right? It's, how can we describe that? It's kind of a proxy, WebSocket proxy that keeps connection alive within your browser or within the client and the server, and you get update instantly because it's all managed by WebSocket, right? Um, it's almost like an active record from the old school day, right? If you change something in the database, the UI will see it, and vice versa.
Yes. So yeah. So it's called a sync engine, right? Like it's basically a Postgres read replica, I think. Like a long-running server deployed somewhere, and then we connect to it. I think via WebSocket, as you said.
But it must be more than a read replica because you can write, right? When we
Yeah. Yes. So it's like this whole thing with like a permission schema logic and whatnot. So there is a way to initialize it here outside of React, but it doesn't say what's the import.
Oh, that must be the same as
Server
the provider.
advanced.
I would say that this is the same as the provider, right? That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's very yeah, exactly. It's like the what we did in React with the provider. I think now it's just we have to initialize it.
Yeah. And I think we do initialize zero in the application. If you look at the, it's actually in the app layout. We do the
Oh yeah, you're
zero,
so
so
right.
you have it
Yes.
already. If you go to the app layout, yeah.
Yes. You're right. Yeah, new zero. You're so right. Yes, we already do that. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. But yeah, for the docs, they have to tell you what to import. Otherwise, it's a little hard to. Yeah, here. So we import the zero provider for React, but we also already do this, right? And that's what you said.
Exactly. Yeah.
So instead of doing from server, whatnot, we can do it from here.
And then app layout, you have the parameters and everything that you need. Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, should we maybe move this
We should, right?
and make it like a global thing that happens once?
Yeah.
So we can have this in core, maybe.
Yeah. That would be the create zero, create zero, or create zero connection, or create something. Create zero.
Yeah.
This might be a good function.
Where's the schema coming from? So this is used for the type safety, right? So we have a zero sync schema in our lib that matches our database schema, and that's where the type safety comes from. And here we match the create Jarvis function.
So this is where we differ sometimes, right? Some people here, we can just use, this is an interesting part of discussion here, right? Some people will just export Z and import it.
Yeah.
But what we do here, it's a little bit different. It has its advantage for dependency injection, where we actually export a function that returns zero.
Yeah, because you're a big fan of dependency injection, and and I'm still trying to learn it a little bit and wrap my head around
I'm a
it.
big fan. I think it's, if you have a dependency injection container later, that would make sense, because here, otherwise, we're going to create two instances.
Yes. So now what you would probably do is, so let me try this dependency injection. So we kind of made this a dependency now, right? So what you probably want is me to pass it in here, right?
Yes. Yes. And of course, here at some point in a real project, if you have 15 things that you want to inject, that won't be good, right? So then you start to look at libraries that are making these things way simpler. You have a lot. One that I like very much is Awilix,
Yeah.
but you have plenty of them. Um,
So what we here already can do is have a new type 0. Yeah.
you do have it, right? It's 0.
Yeah, just because this already has our schema in there as well. So it's not the same
Ah,
type. So let's do this like
okay, okay.
all
Yeah,
things web 0 or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Um,
Then
and
export it.
then
Yeah.
where did we want to use it again? Register. Yeah, here. So here we do all things web
Yeah, you
0.
didn't export it. That's why you don't have
Oh,
the documentation.
yeah. Sorry. Here,
Ah, that's fine.
export it.
Boom.
And then in register, we can say all things web
And
0.
here, yeah.
Remove
And
this
then,
again.
yeah,
And do this now also in MCP, right?
yeah,
We also now have a type dependencies,
yeah.
and there's the 0 one. And then we use them here. That looks good.
The goal of all that stuff is also to be able to test it one day if we want to implement testing, right? So we can have a fake 0,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and then you inject the fake 0.
Everything will be easier to test. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
And did you fix the register command already? I didn't see it.
Yeah, so we have depths here.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Um,
You did it already.
no, we
No,
did
then it's
not,
in the
because we have to
layout.
pass
It's in the
down 0
layout.
to the.
Yeah, then you have to pass it to the layout. No, it's the layout
Oh, yeah.
because it's the provider. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you have to. Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy how fast it is, right?
Yeah.
And now it worked.
And
Okay,
now
cool.
we're
So
good.
now it's fixed.
Depth. Oh no, because you exported it. Yeah. I mean, you destructure it. Perfect.
Yeah, that looks good. So create
All of
0
that
looks good.
to make it fancy, and we initiate it only once, right? Then you get the 0 dependency, and you can do 0.query right away. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Boom.
that was easy. So now we can here just probably do events equals this, and this is an.
This is typed.
It's a little funky though.
Oh,
Let's
but you have
see.
a comma at the end, maybe.
Oh yeah. So let me also do like formatting one more time. uh, events dot like the first one. How does it look?
But there is something weird. Are you sure we can do 0.query right away? Because it said the await is weird. That I've never done it with 0. So
Let me check the docs one more time.
yeah.
Saying docs. Yeah, something is wrong, right? Like it's not letting me. So if I go to the docs again, reading data with CQL, is their what they call their z equals new 0, and then you can do 0 z.query.issue. No, it looks good. The question is, how do we read it?
But what does it say in await? Here, you have a 3 little dot. What does
Okay, so yeah, this is not just events. This is more. This is like.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it may be two things, or it may something
We
like this,
must
like
add this.
status and.
Okay. Yeah. We must add this
Well,
into the. It's
yeah.
an array, and you have. If they are mapping what we see in. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So what is this now? It's a query.
No, it's good. It's underlined because you are not using it. But now it's an array of events.
Is it actually async though?
It is. That's good. And now you don't even need status, right? Do you?
No, here we definitely don't need it. My question is just like, see, it's not async, right? Like it just
Yeah,
returns a
makes sense.
query.
Yeah.
Um,
Question is going to be blocking or not? That is the question.
yeah. See, in React, it doesn't really matter, right? Like the first time it may be empty,
Yeah,
still
yeah,
status equals querying, and the second
yeah.
time we have it. But here, right? Like, what do we do while it's not here, right? We have to think about that.
Well,
Um,
we'll try, right? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's blocking the first time when you're not in a provider.
I'm also still kind of confused about the type, right? Like if I click events here, I don't get any auto completion at all whatsoever. Like, so something is still off with what we do here. Um, I mean, what we can just do is like console log this once, but like I'm
Yeah.
just confused why I don't get better. Why cursor is not like telling me what the types are. Like seems odd to me. Like what is this, right? What is it's wrapped by query. Like what does that mean? Is it a promise? Is it not? Yeah, let's do it like this. We have the inspector, so we should be able to just.
I'm looking at the doc as well. Go for it. Try it on your side to see. I don't think we need to wait because it's not a promise, right? You'll see it.
So the plan is right. Like we fetching the events here, but I think that is even like that. We don't even want to do this up here, right? We want to, if you do get events, then we want to do it,
Yeah, correct.
and then um, it keeps adding the await here, which is so odd to me. Like cursor is doing this. Well, let's just await, and then we console log and see what it is. So if we
Yeah, I mean, according to the doc, you did it correctly. Z.query.issue. Yeah.
okay,
No, I think it's valid. Huh? Yeah.
list
Okay,
tools,
let's see.
get
Let's see.
events. Oh, sorry, you don't see the right tab. I'm sorry.
But, oh, you're trying to run it now? Yeah.
MCP inspector, right? So I clicked list tools, and
Yeah.
we can see get events is a thing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Let's click on it. Run tool. Event. What do you have in the console? Should be console log, right?
yes, oi oi oi, bunch of errors. Oi oi oi, it's a
That's the
lot of
promise,
errors.
right?
Oh my goodness, the whole thing is full. Standard transport issues, spawned, create new query, new SSE connection, query parameters. Oh, it's just a bunch of logs. It's not actually. The error is just at the bottom. Error from MCP server, syntax error, unexpected token. Wait, that was probably just while we coded, right? Let me just do a new connect. Receive message, okay. Get events, run to. No, there is an error. Okay, let me share and show you.
We knew it's gonna be. We knew with zero sync we will struggle already a little.
Yeah, we knew this was our problem. I mean, worst case, we just build a REST endpoint real quick. In not valid JSON.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The problem in here, it's the MCP server doesn't understand the console.log.
Oh,
Remember, we're using stdio, right?
yes.
That's the
Yes,
thing.
yes, you're so right. Okay, so if we
We need to be
collapse
able to
this.
test this outside.
So this is one of the funniest things about MCP servers, right? Like, do you want to
Yeah.
explain it? And in the meantime, I'm changing it to console.error, and I think that should work.
You turn it into what?
And I think console.error, is it using standard error out or whatever, right?
Ah, is it gonna be in IO instead of? Yeah, that's a good. That's a good try. Yeah, that's a good try. So yeah,
But do you want to
basically the
explain?
server is communicating with
Yeah.
std in, right? So when we do console.log, the LLM believes that we're talking to it, and we are not, right? We are just doing console.log, and then it doesn't understand. the strings that we are providing to it, and then we receive back an error from the LLM saying, "Hey, I don't get it. What is this?" And then Andre is trying to do a good trick. Instead of doing console.log, which goes to the standard output, we can try console.error, and maybe the LLM and the MCP, I mean the protocol in this situation, will not consider it, because again, the only thing that we want to check in here is, okay, are we able to do a very simple query to get the event? We're not doing any MCP coding right now, right? We just want to fetch the events.
Yeah. So what I
There is another way.
console.arrow.
If you want to do that, you can do a very simple CLI command where you just do get events to see. If we want to debug that on the side.
Oh, you
Now
mean, yeah,
the
it's,
process,
yeah,
the
yeah, you're
process
so
of
right.
debugging
Yeah,
is
yeah,
quite
yeah, yeah.
complex, right? We have to go through the MCP protocol and stuff.
Yes, no,
If
you're so right. That's
yeah,
that's so dumb for no reason to like try to do it through MCP if this could have just been a standalone little test. Okay, so in all things web, we do test.ts, we paste this in there, we get the zero server, right? Const zero equals create zero from our thing. And then we just do this. And then we can just use a new CLI,
yes,
right?
exactly. Yes.
So what is this? What do we get here? It's a query import.
Application. Oh, maybe this is dot run, dot one.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, of
yeah.
course, we need the function at the end. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can do that. What was it? That
Run.
is it run? Yeah, okay.
Yep. And then is this async, whatever this returns?
It doesn't seem
Let's
like it
see.
is.
What is .x here now?
Now you got an event. Yeah, yeah. Nice
But
an array of
it's
events.
again, right? Like it's super interesting because this is not a promise. So it's again, right, like what we said. So if you oh, I
So
killed.
we'll see right away, right? Now you can test it. Yeah. Oh, but it's blocking. Why is it blocking?
Yes, because because this thing is still running. But the first time we reach here, it's an empty array, and it's going to fetch it in the background, right, and populate our in-memory zero cache, and then have it available.
Then we should have a callback somewhere so we can do something.
Yeah, so we need something like get events.
Yeah.
Oops.
We need a promise, and we need to be able to. We need to promisify this thing.
Yeah.
But how do you know that something else happened in zero sync? How do you know when the data?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not how you're supposed to use it, right? Like you're supposed to use it in a reactive way.
Mhm.
But I mean, in our case, we're just too lazy to build an API endpoint and just want to use zero-sync here and maybe optimize it. So I think, yes. So what we do is like async function. So we return a new promise here. And then the question is, when do we
Then you're
resolve,
gonna
right?
while you get what do you gonna do? Oh yeah, we can
Yeah, that's a
try.
really good question.
I mean, we can do big dirty here. You can do a set time. If it's empty, you do a set timeout and you do it again, and then you resolve if you have more than zero, right? Something like that.
If not events.length, then we call return get events again. Oh my god.
Yeah, but then we need a fallback, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
running on your machine, so that's fine. But it's
Uh,
yeah, exactly. And then resolve. Yeah. Oh no 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 no! That's not gonna work, right?
uh,
Oh yeah, it did. No, because that's not gonna work because that's never gonna return. The set timeout is doing it in another promise,
oh yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then with
So
the
if there's no events,
yeah,
try again, and then we could be really silly and have like a.
the counter, yeah, loop breaker, whatever. Don't do that at
This is
home.
This is like the stupidest code ever, right? But
Don't do that in production.
oh my god. And then we want to probably stop and
Yeah, exactly right.
something like that. Okay. I hope nobody who uses zero or understands it ever looks at this code, because I'm pretty sure they will will have bad things to say
this
about
is
us.
pretty bad, but that's okay. We want to demo MCP. No, we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I mean, here, to
Like
be honest, the
actually,
simplest
I
is
would
probably
love to figure it out in a way where we could actually have this to be reactive, so that every time,
yeah.
but
the simplest here is probably to go back to the server and provide an API endpoint to list the events. But again, we want to make it complex because why not? So let's check this.
yeah. I'm just like, should we test it one more time? No, we can just copy it.
No. Test it in the CLI just to make sure, right?
You want to test this function? Okay.
You just have to run it in the CLI, right? You have it already.
Yeah. So we need an await. Okay.
Events.
Const events equals await gets events, and then this. Okay.
See? See?
Mm-hmm. What did we do wrong? Get events returns new promise. We do the zero query. If there's no events, we set a timeout and we call get events again. I know what the problem is. This one here never resolves the outer one.
So maybe we can just do.
You know what you know what I mean?
Because
Like this inner get events creates its own promise.
Yeah.
It never resolves the outer promise. So the most outer promise we're returning here never resolves.
But maybe you don't do set timeout. Maybe we do. You actually do a sleep here of 1 second on top. Here you do a wait. The sleep function. It should
Yeah, it's the easiest. Yeah.
No, but sleep doesn't exist, right? So the
No,
sleep
exists actually.
Right?
A node has a sleep function now, I'm pretty sure. Import.
Oh, from Ben?
Oh, a bun as well, yeah. Oh yeah, there you go.
So we're good. But then you need to return. Here, you sleep, and then you need to call event again.
So let's do 4.
No, you're good. Here, you can make it recursive. After the sleep, you do get event.
No, I think this is great. So we have a counter now of 10. We tried 10 times. We try to fetch the event. If it's not there, we sleep for 200. If it's there, otherwise we resolve immediately, and then we loop, right? Like this is what we want.
There is a missing bracket, I guess.
No,
not yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, awesome.
And it returns an array of events. Perfect. Obviously, this is so buggy because if we actually have 0 events right now, upcoming events, like so this kind of hurts. There must be a way to like return more than just the events.
You don't need the await here from line 10. Yeah, but again, this is not really the point of this. Like,
yeah, this is hacky because why not? So let me cut this out. Delete this test thing. We go back to our MCP file. We have our get events function. Actually, yeah.
Into the function. Yeah, just import the sleep function and await, right, for events. Yeah. Await get events.
And then we can just
yeah, you didn't import the sleep function from Ben.
Yeah.
And then it's a map. It's probably a map in the return here. Here we want to return.
Oh yeah, so instead of one, we can have several. Yeah, I would have just mapped and created one text, but we can have just an array of so
text, right?
Yeah, we do like a const content.
Yeah.
And what's the type of this thing?
I would do type text. Oh, but you can map directly in the return if you want to as well, right?
That's fine. Let me do this here. Oh yeah, I mean for the types, it's just easier, so I don't have to figure out the types. So I do this.
Yeah. You need the key content first. Don't remove the key content.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And I think it was contents. Sorry, it's an S. Content with an S. Yep. Sounds good to me. Ah,
oh, why is it unknown?
because we didn't.
Because here we do. Ugh. What's the easiest way to type this hellhole? uh,
The easiest would be a generic that you force, but
resolve events, right? So we have this down here, but
no, but this is a promise. So in get event, this is a promise of events. Ah, yeah, but we don't have the type because the type is coming from 0, and I don't know.
let's see. Let's see. That it must be.
It
Wait.
must be probably yeah. Hmm.
So it's like
I have it,
promise.
yeah. So but this
Oh,
type event, this is the native one. I
yeah, yeah,
created a type event, so there is one in
yeah,
here, but it's not
yeah.
the one coming from 0 though. But that's fine.
This is fine. Yeah.
It's not title. It's something else. Uh, And maybe I would provide the location and the description in here, right? So it's short location. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you have a description tagline. I think it's tagline. I don't know if it makes sense to give him the tagline here.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Let's
Um,
see what it does, right?
and then we definitely need the ID.
Exactly. So how are you going to tell it that it is the ID? Oh, something like that.
Yeah,
You
that's
think it's
that's me.
enough?
Just like yeah.
Oh shit. Let's see. That would be awesome if this would
Actually,
work.
you know what I would do? I would just do like name. Like they good at understanding Markdown, right? So like anything that is like
Oh, that is cool too. Yeah, maybe
start,
that's even better. Yeah.
um,
So here you're
location.
trying to do it to make it understandable for the LLM, right? So
Yes.
we want it to keep that in mind somehow.
Yes.
So I would put the event ID and join it because that's the name that we're using as an input. You know, event ID in one word, maybe in here.
You mean like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I don't know. This is the variable input. We're using this input in the
Yeah.
second tool, right? So maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's probably good. Okay, so
Then we should try.
this is the verse
Ah,
code I've ever written,
something
but
is in the line.
yeah,
Promise of one.
I think prompt it was actually singular. Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
yeah.
Okay, good.
We can double check down here, right? It's content. Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah. Okay, great.
Okay, so we have two tools now. We build those tools. We can test.
Yep.
Um, and then outside of the live stream, we have to figure out that zero sync stuff like that. My last time when we did our live stream, I was only thinking about generic React components, JSX components, if you remember. And now I'm just thinking about zero sync. I'm never thinking about the actual thing we are doing. Uh, so MCP inspector
Oh yeah, we can start by this, right?
connect. I may have killed this CLI, the Tomo. Did I? Setting up MCP proxy. No, it's still running. So if you connect, no?
Okay, load the page maybe.
Connection
Remember,
error.
can you look into your computer how many burn process are running right now? Because I remember debugging stuff and somehow
Oh yeah.
the the MCP the LLM is not cutting the connection. So you end up with a lot of burn process and then it's kind of messing around.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. So if you want to probably keep this one up.
Kill all burn. Yeah.
Wait, you can do kill
Kill all burn. Yeah. Space
like
burn.
this?
Yeah. I don't see the command line right now, but
Oh, you don't see my command line. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Is it kill slash all or just this?
no,
I mean,
kill
I
all.
know the command kill.
To kill all. Just the command kill all. One word. Kill all.
Oh yeah, you don't see my. So yeah, sorry. I thought I was sharing. There's a lot of bun processes.
Yeah.
Kill all bun worked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that will fix our issue, but we can try again. I can also just restart that command one time. So I'm
Yeah, and
restarting
we can
the
also try the CLI on the side. Is it running? Is it throwing an error? That's also a good test.
connect.
Oh yeah, you
The
need the parameter
arguments.
here. Yeah.
MCP serve.
Yeah.
There we go. This looks better. Right? List tools, get events.
Good.
Look at that.
Nice.
And then register. Okay. I mean, this doesn't really help us here, but okay. So do you think do you want to code anything else or should we test it
No,
in
I think we're
cursor?
good. Yeah, job
Yeah.
done. Let's see now. Which is, and at this stage, the magic will be to see if the LLM is going to remember the event ID. That's the only thing that left as
Yeah.
uncertainties, right?
So here it's the same command. We just have to refresh it.
Yeah.
It's active.
We
We
can
do
see
new
the two tools. Yeah.
do new chat. We say, hey, what all things web events are coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
So that should be enough to trigger
Boom.
get events.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Do you see
Wow.
the so let
Oh
me just say
wow! I
yes.
just need the address. Nice. So it is asking you for the email right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna cheat the query and have more than one event. Because here it's easy. We have only one event.
Okay, okay, yeah, I can actually do that in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What event using coding register? So all good.
So this is an error case, right? I'm a host, so it should say like something went wrong. Let's see. It looks like you already registered for this event as a host. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Okay, so let's make it a little bit more complex. You go back on the code and you
Yeah.
remove the where. So we're gonna have the full list of all the event, even the event from the past. So we see how the LLM will react when it's more than one event available.
We could do that, or oops, I'm so sorry. The sharing, I have to figure out next
That's
time how to
fine.
do that better.
Or you want to create another event, right?
We have one that is coming up that is ready to be going live, right? So actually, it's a good segue to talk about something just for 5 minutes. So in our website folder, right, we have scripts. And there's one script, for instance, called update event, right? And this is how I'm managing our events. Like this is our content management
Okay.
system right now. And I thought it would be really cool to turn these into an MCP server for myself. So I can
Okay,
say,
so you
create
can
me a
do
new
it all.
event, and it calls these scripts. Otherwise, like, right, like what I'm doing is just is draft is false now for
Okay,
the event.
and then you update two different platforms, right?
Yeah, so we have event coming up on the 26th, and it's called, I think it's just called All Things Web Hackathon at Sentry. Right, like I have a tool that is get events, so I could get it, but like I think this is the thing. It's draft, setting it to false. So it's currently a draft, so it's not visible in the query, but I'm just going to set it to false, and then that should be all we need. So we can do website, bun, run, scripts, update, event. Is draft false for the,
Nice.
so that should
Now
be,
you go back to cursor and you ask again, and you
yes,
should have one
exactly.
more, right?
Yes, exactly. So new chat. Let's remove the context. Do we want to make it trickier? It's like, hey, I would like to go to an all things web event. Dot.
I would love to see remove all things web.
Let's see. This is weird. Oh yeah.
So,
Okay. I
yeah,
mean,
because it
it's the
has
only
only one
thing.
tool to do that, so obviously it's taking it, right?
But I love that it understands that get events is probably the.
Yeah, this is
It
insane.
doesn't prompt us for an event ID or something.
Okay, so for now, it's only see this guy.
So this is also super interesting.
Wait,
This is
wait,
like,
wait. We don't know if your publication worked. So you should open another shell and run the CLI with with the register command to see if it's popping.
oh yeah, okay, we can do that. I think that it might be because the terminal is still like our, as long as the cursor is open, right? The MCP server is probably still running. They have a connection, so we didn't actually restart the terminal. Like
Yeah,
the
but we
serial
don't
query.
have to write it in the function from the tool. So the tool should have already executed the function get events.
Oh
No?
yeah, you're right. You're right. So we want a new terminal, and
And
oh,
then
it's
you
too many
just
windows.
do then we are going to do the CLI not as an LLM but as a human, right?
Yeah. So we do
Just
run.
yeah, yeah. Then register.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
And then we should see two. But my guess is we're gonna see only one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe something I did. Mm, well, if I go to the All Things Web website,
Yeah.
it's up. It's other events, upcoming events. So it's on the website. It's now live. I just put it live basically. So that works.
Huh. Do you think you have cache at the zero sync kind of things? Server side? Maybe you have cache enabled somewhere?
So the whole point of ZeroSync is that it should immediately update when there's new data, right? That's the whole point.
And the date is correct on this event? It's in the future?
Yes, it's other upcoming events on the website. It's in the future.
Well, that I don't know. So maybe just make it simple. Remove the where for now to have
Yeah,
more than one event.
just get them all.
Yeah.
Um,
So that would
create
be
zero. That's not where we want to go to.
command.
Commands,
Yeah.
MCP.
Yeah.
Um,
Get events. Yeah. Continue.
sorry,
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
here. It's the zoom is crazy, killing me. Okay, I'm going down a little bit here. So get events,
Yeah. Just the
events.
where. You just remove the where and boom. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Oops, via the CLI again
No, but
first.
no, it's not going to be visible because we are not using the same
Oh
public.
yeah, you're so right. This is the where for the
Yeah. No, but
MCP server
it
only.
will work, right? So we will go now. The LLM should return a shit ton of events.
So here we definitely want to refresh
No, no,
though.
no. Why? Ah. You are right.
I mean, we changed the code, right? So it probably has to restart the.
Yes.
Just make sure it actually restarts. Okay, I guess it's working. What all things web events are upcoming?
And here it would be interesting if it's only one, because maybe it is able, thanks to the start date, to give
Hmm.
you only the upcoming. No.
No. See,
Not
it
that
doesn't know the current
it's not
date.
that good.
Yeah.
But
We could
now,
probably say what's the current date.
how can we make sure? First, this is insane because see, it doesn't show the ID when it does the list. So by itself, it decides to not display the event ID because we returned the event ID, right?
Yeah. This is like it's like the event ID is not relevant to the user, right?
Yeah. So
It's
now,
not
how
nice.
can we make sure that it's going to pick the good one?
So like for us, just so we can verify.
Yeah.
It's a very good question, huh? Also, by the way, the new event is not in here.
Yeah. So this is
Again.
something else, right? But can you change the output in the MCP server and you add the ID like, okay, register to this event successful, and then you provide the ID so we can double check.
What do you mean?
If you go
Oh,
to the tool register in the output in the code,
we have the ID there.
no, but we can return. Nah, I
Honestly,
mean,
I'm pretty happy with how
no,
far we
yes, of
got.
course we have the ID. Attends, wait. Go
Yeah,
back to the MCP server and the
in
code.
the code.
Yeah, the tool. What we want, and scroll down. What we want is we want to be sure that the system. We're pretty convinced it's working, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
on the register tool here,
On the register tool.
yeah,
Yeah,
here we get the event ID as an input, right? So here
yeah.
you could probably add one more item to this content array, right? Line 73, or in the
And just
text. Yeah, you whatever, right? Put the event ID somewhere. So we can look into cursor the real output of of the register function, so we are sure that the ID is the one that it should be.
yeah, but the problem is it's the LM may also again decide not to show it to us, or what am I missing?
I think you have the correct output. If you scroll on the right of the screen, can you unfold something? The call to the
Oh, I see what
tool?
you're saying. So in here we could.
Yeah, you
Oh,
will
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. That's so. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think about this. But again, why is the new event not here? There's so many
yeah,
questions.
that's another.
Okay, but yes, you're right. So we could do here. Um,
Yeah, type text and you add like event ID something, right?
why is see what the heck? Like sometimes I just want to type something and cursor overlays something random, and I can't see even the line I'm in
Yeah.
anymore.
We all saw that.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Uh,
And so
okay.
now, yeah, same punishment. You have to restart the server and everything. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm actually restarting the service. What I'm doing, I hope it does. But so here we can go edit again, just like save again, cursor settings, refresh. It still shows it as.
Yeah.
Let's do a new chat as well. Um, please sign up for an All Things Web event.
It would be nice also to see if it is able to filter out by topics. Like, oh, can I sign up to a? Oh, wow.
This is okay. I added the var again.
But then we are not gonna verify
Ah.
what we want to verify, right? So put it back. Let's. Yeah, we have to be
You
consistent
know
with
what's
everything, right?
sorry, one more thing I was thinking is in the var here, we're not even filtering for draft events. Like there is no like remove draft events. I assumed that was something we did, but we don't. So we
Uh,
actually should have shown draft events. So it's very interesting to me that the latest event is not even included at all. So it may actually be um, maybe a bug in how I set up ZeroSync, the server. Maybe it's not actually refreshing at all, right? Maybe it's stale data from when I first started it, and that event is just not in there.
that I don't know enough on the other thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I have to look into that. But like, it seems like it's not updating on my data, right? Like
yeah,
the whole event is missing, even though we should have already included it here.
and we know it that your script worked because on the website it's visible.
Yes, exactly. Uh, so one more time, can we just refresh this? I'm
And
not.
try to ask for hackathon only
Yeah, okay, okay.
to see if we're
So,
gonna have a list of just the hackathon if the system is gonna
hey,
filter it out.
I want to attend a hackathon. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure it understands the difference between a meetup and a hackathon, but I can try. So let's see.
yeah. Okay, no, you get
It
there.
returns them all here, right?
Oh yeah, of course. The function returned them all. Oh, it display the ID. Interesting.
Yeah. But you were right. It was correctly able to find
Yeah,
the one hackathon we did
yeah,
once. So that's
yeah.
amazing. Um,
So now ask another again. Ask another
so
question. Like, I want to attend an event because we want to be sure that there is not only one result, so the system remember correctly, right?
it's just be annoying.
Yeah,
I love this whenever it's just like you.
and it says focusing only on the future dates. I don't see any upcoming. That is interesting.
That's so funny. Okay, let's just say like
Okay, now you have
sign
picked the one
me
at
up for
convex.
the
Yeah.
one on April 3rd. And I'm spelling it fully wrong too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, typo doesn't matter, right? Now you should ask for the email, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And so this is the ID that finished by CF.
so this time I'm using a like
Yeah.
unique new email address.
Register, run tool. Now this is pretty cool. Yeah. So
So is
that's
this
what
the
we want.
correct one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
CF?
Yeah.
CF? Yeah. Registered.
Yeah. This is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? So that's why I'm thinking using an MCP server for like scripts like the ones I showed you,
Yeah.
right? To create events and stuff is like it's scary at the start because you were like, oh my god, it's going to screw it up. But
Mm.
also it's so good already that like I would actually trust it with a lot of like writing of data already. Like nothing like this is events, right? Like
Mm.
nothing like even if something goes wrong, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter, right? Like I fix it. Um but yeah, I think it's just so cool.
And I'm pretty sure you can probably implement some kind of backup things, right? Okay, when you touch something, save what you touch somewhere else, and boom, we have a
Yeah.
pretty safe solution, right? So
Yeah. That was fun. Well,
it's
we
getting
made it
fast.
work somehow a little bit.
Friendly.
Yeah. But do you want to do it like next time, maybe a deep dive into Zero Sync and actually like figure it out? I think that would be really fun. Oh, that is the one reason. Like we were talking about Cloudflare versus AWS and where we want to move our website, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I was today. I told you I think Cloudflare would be cool because it's just like easy to use, right? One reason for AWS is we need a long-running server for our Zero Sync if we want to
Ah,
keep
yeah.
using it.
True.
So if you want to use Zero Sync, either we keep that on fly, or we have to go to AWS.
Yeah, but we could definitely keep the zero sync on fly and everything else on Cloudflare, right?
That would work. But then we still have to figure out what's wrong with Zero right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
There
there's a
is
lot of
one
moving
last thing,
pieces.
unless you don't want to publish this weird get event, but if you want to, we can publish that so everyone can access to this MCP server now.
Oh yeah, you mean just
Git push.
git push? Yes. I mean, it
I mean,
automatically publishes a new version, right?
no, you have to tag the repo, but it's
Oh,
almost
okay, okay,
easy,
yeah.
easy.
I mean, still easy peasy. Let me just look through
And
one
then
more
you have to
time
set the version number,
of the package, JSON. Yeah.
yeah, in the CLI.
Do you really wanna? Do you really want to include our our zero function as it is?
I mean,
It's
we
so
have a loop breaker, right? It's not an infinite loop, so that's fine.
no. It's just the code is so bad. Uh,
It's not stuff for production. This is to show to people
yeah.
to
Okay, so
understand, right?
version. This is additional
Share screen,
features. So
share screen.
Semver.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, sorry. So I went from 1.2
yeah,
to
1.3. Yeah, I think it's fine.
1.3.
Yeah,
Git add all, git commit, add MCP server to CLI.
boom. So that's not gonna do anything, and then you have to tag it.
Okay, so we can go to
Let's git tag dash s. No, we do it from the shell.
Oh, what? Okay, you have to show me this. Yeah. I mean, so
I don't
far
even
only you
know how
have.
to do a tag using the web UI, to be honest.
I would have just. I didn't even listen to you. Honestly, I was just like on my way to the GitHub website.
You share your
uh,
screen again.
yeah. Okay.
Do
So
you
we.
sign your commit? I didn't see if you have that.
Yeah, of course. I signed my
Okay,
commit.
so it's git tag dash s
Git tag dash
dash
s.
a dash s first, only one.
Okay. And then.
Then a for the tag name. So here it would be 1.2.3 space dash s space dash a. No, no, no. S is for sign, then A is the name of the annotation. So put back the dash A before the tag name. Dash S,
Okay.
okay, dash A, yep, 1.3.0, yes, dash M for a message. And then, you can put the same message here or like MCP server. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So, and signature means I'm just signing.
Yeah.
And do I
And then
have
you
to
have
get.
to push the tag. So it could be git push dash dash tags or yeah, that's yeah, with an S. Oh, I
Oh,
think it's with an S. Yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah.
And now you can
Well,
go
that
back
was the
to
first
the
time I ever did a GitHub tag. So.
then you can go back to GitHub and
Yeah.
see what's going on, right? So we can show to people how it's working. So basically what we do, and this is a cool part, right? What we discussed with Eric apparently was not really clear. It's like, thanks to Burn, we can build this. So we're gonna have the Burn runtime and the code that we've just done in one binary, and we do this for all architecture. So we do it for ARM and Windows, and then
Yeah.
we build those artifacts or whatever you call it, right? Those binary, and we attach those binary to the release. Indeed, if you click on release now, as you were doing, we can see here, see all those
Mhm.
binaries are available now. And when you run the command to install, that the shell script is smart enough to pick the correct version for you. And yeah, run it again, and everybody can do it now. I should do it too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you want to try it on your machine, or I can? I can do it. I can do it since I have already Claude and everything open. Uh,
I can open Claude and we can.
I
No,
have
I need the
Ghosty
tag.
here.
Yeah,
Paste it in, and
and
then when I call the all things web command, it should show me the MCP serve.
yes, exactly. But
So I can
already
do.
we can see the version number 123.
Oh
So
yeah, here, and here's MCP serve, right?
yeah,
So now I could, if we
Adam,
go back to Claude.
Claude or
Oh,
cursor.
sorry, yeah, cursor. Same thing, huh?
But
Uh,
I don't know. But this is a question that I have also. I understand the concept of MCP and tools, very important for developers, right? But at some point, the fact that we can have tools directly with Claude when we talk to, I don't know, the or the model that we have is kind of interesting as well. But maybe I'm not a developer and I can benefit from this, right?
so this should be enough, right? The question is just, can it
Yeah, yeah,
execute?
yeah, definitely, yes. I mean, it
Yeah.
depends. Yeah, yeah. It depends if the system knows the. Yeah, it seems that it's working.
What events are upcoming in?
Oh, but I don't think you did. Did you put back the where?
Oh, I hope I did. Otherwise, I'm gonna do my second tag in a second. But I can do that off screen. No,
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 you
I did
cannot.
not. But okay, but it still works, and it's a CLI tool now, so that's amazing, right? So we
Now it's
made it work.
available to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome,
That was
cool,
cool.
man. We have to get better with these live streams. I have to fix my internet. I have to understand how to better share stuff.
That's
But it
okay.
was fun.
Do we have people watching live anyway? Do we have
We have to
Alex
check.
watching? We don't know.
Yeah, also having an eye on
On
having an
YouTube?
eye
Yeah.
on Discord would be helpful, right?
No, I think
Okay.
that was only yes. That's okay.
Peace.
That's
Okay, I'm gonna
okay.
stop the live stream.
See you.
Okay, we're not live anymore.
That was cool. I
That
mean,
was fun.
in an hour and a half,